My man, we are
Congratulations.
champions.
Finally.
We are champions.
Finally.
We get to say that word.
Yes, so
Not butlers anymore, but champions.
champions. After
Bro,
22 years.
After 22 years. The last time we witnessed it, we probably were just teenagers or even getting to be teenagers.
Yeah.
But now Arteta has gotten it over the line. What do you envision for the club right now, going into the next season, right? Tactically speaking, Arteta has done a madness in the defense, in the midfield, and in the attack. But in your own point of view, what would you say has been the biggest shift for Arteta this season that has transformed us to this point where we can get it over the line?
I think when we look back at this season, right, I think the bedrock of this success has been our defense. So when you look from the back line, from Raya to Gabriel, Saliba, Declan Rice, that back four, and then you put Timber, you put Hincapié, Calafiori, that has been the bedrock of this success. Arteta tried to go the Pep way 2-3 years ago, where we were playing good football. We had Zinchenko inverting and all of that, but then we fell away at the latter stages. But I think this season we realized that we need depth. Hence why we got Gyökeres, Eze, Hincapié, etc. I think that's allowed us to be able to rotate, but at the same time also be able to play competitively in every game.
On all fronts, yes.
On all fronts, So
because compared to all the seasons we've had, even in the seasons we were competing for the title, right? We weren't competing on all four fronts, where we had the FA Cup in view, the Champions League in view, the Carabao Cup, and even the Premier League. We usually fell off in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But this season, I think we can owe it to the depth of the squad that we've gone all the way, even to the final of the Carabao Cup, which has been a while since we got there last. But looking at the whole team, as it were, I'm finding it difficult myself to pick out the player of the season for ourselves or the player that transformed the squad. But if we had an opportunity to say this player was the one that was the X factor for us this season, who would you say it has been? I'm giving credit to all of the team. It has been a fantastic show out from the whole team. But there's something about selecting one player in terms of his physical contribution, his mental contribution, and also the energetic contribution into the club. Because we know our coach, he's big on energy, he's big on connection. What player would you say has brought in that connection to the squad that you feel was the X factor to get us over the line today, in your own opinion?
Well, I mean, like you rightly said, right? If there was any word to encapsulate what this season has been, it's been a team effort.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
won this through contribution of everybody. Right? I think nominees for Player of the Year, you can talk about Declan Rice.
Yes.
You can talk about Gabriel, Saliba, etc.
Even David Raya.
Yeah, but I think if I was going to pick our Player of the Season, I'll say it's David Raya. Simply because when you look at his contributions, now Declan Rice is phenomenal. Pretty much 90% of the time, covers every blade of grass, tackles, interceptions. Gabriel puts his body on the line, scores headers, all of that. But if you talk about moments that you will remember 5 years from now, David Raya came up with those moments, not once, not twice. He had the West Ham moment, where literally, if Fernandes had scored that goal,
our hope is over.
It's over. He kept us in the game. In the Atletico Madrid semi-final, in the first leg at San Metropolitano, right? He kept us in the game. When you talk about some other big games, Raya has single-handedly kept us in the game. We might have gone on to win or draw, but Raya kept us, in those decisive moments. And how you know a great keeper is when you compare Kepa in the Carabao Cup final, when the game was still 0-0, anybody's game. Kepa made an error, City scored, the rest is history. But then look at West Ham game. It was 0-0. Fernandes, that save, and then Trossard scored. The rest is history. So memorable moments for me, I would say it's Raya because they say great keepers win you championships. You look at Schmeichel with Man U, Czech with Chelsea, Van der Sar with Man U again, and etc. Right? So I think for me it's Raya because he's been the. We always talk about Gabriel, Rice, Saliba. They deserve all the flowers. But I think Raya has just edged it for me because there are memorable moments that I can recall that, you know, this was the difference between 0 points and 3 points.
And absolutely, it's all about the fine margins. And if you call any other player based on your own opinion, I would say you're correct, because we've had so many fine margins moments, like from Declan Rice, from Eze, that goal against Crystal Palace, the goal against Newcastle. It could have changed a lot of things. But that's also the huge credit we have to give to the team, because everybody contributed.
Yeah.
And that's what you need when you need to get it over the line, where everybody brings the X factor. Declan Rice had brought the X factor. Even the most maligned, our captain, who has been off form, came in a crucial moment. Odegaard became the crucial X factor we needed in the goal against West Ham. But that just says that the team is onto something. And looking forward into the future, 2-3 seasons down the line, do you see there's a potential for us to do what we have never done before, to go on a winning streak of Premier Leagues or even winning streak of trophies, which usually is not accustomed to us, at least in the past 22 years?
Yeah.
Do you see that happening for us right now?
I honestly think this could be the start of a dynasty for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you look at the landscape in the Premiership right now, Chelsea is in a rebuild. Manchester United are kind of in a rebuild. Liverpool, we don't know if Scott stays or goes, could be in a rebuild. Spurs are in a rebuild. And there's another big 6 teams, I can't remember now. But if you look at all our rivals, the point is, we are the most stable, we are the most ready, you know, from an experience perspective, we're just champions.
Team chemistry.
From team chemistry, from age, you know, from, you know, squad depth, right? I feel like this is our opportunity to not just win the first Premiership in 22 years, but then do what we've not done before, which is to win back-to-back Premier League titles. The last time we won back-to-back, even if you go to the history of the club, was 1935. So that's another record that
can be broken.
That can be broken. Right? So I believe that this is the opportunity for Arsenal to say, do you know what? With upgrades in attack, maybe in the attack, left winger or center forward positions, we can then go on, and this season was based on the bedrock of defense. I feel like with the right summer additions, especially up front, we can then win the league from an attacking perspective. And then, you know, like I said, win it back-to-back, and hopefully also win the Champions League. If not this year, even though I do really believe that we have a very good chance against PSG next week, because we have the squad depth, like I mentioned. But if we don't, we made steady progress. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. So the next progression is we are knocking on the door. Right? So I really think that this is an opportunity for the club to then dominate. Pep has left, another factor.
Major factor.
So I think it's an opportunity for Arsenal to win, you know, back-to-back championships, you know.
And, you know, at this point, we have to give major credit to not just Arteta, but to the ownership. Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke believed in Arteta, stood by him, and now we can see that we're building a dynasty at the Arsenal, which hasn't been for the longest. But moving forward, we need to consolidate. But right now, we all need to celebrate, because that's what's key. We are champions of England!
Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners. Nice one, bro.